name is Dr. Shanora Tremblay, and I am an astrophysicist at CSIRO Astronomy and Space Science. I was recently asked to do a short video on my science as a media challenge, and I put up a poll on Twitter. The resounding winner was the topic, "Can stars make cookies in space?" Before we can talk about cookies, we have to understand a little bit about the basic building blocks of all things, which are atoms. If you have ever seen a periodic chart of the elements, each square is a different type of atom. When we combine these atoms into groups, they form molecules. And all the atoms we find in the food that we eat that make up the molecules in there were forged in faraway stars millions of years ago. By using telescopes, we can observe atoms and molecules in space. So what does this mean for our cookies? If we look at a basic sugar cookie recipe, to make it we need butter, milk, sugar, salt, and flour. We can generalize this to say we need fats, proteins, simple sugars, salt, and carbohydrates. In 2018, researchers at the University of New South Wales, here in Australia, were able to mimic the process stars use to make a grease-like molecule called an aliphatic carbon in laboratory. This molecule has been found to be so prevalent in our galaxy that we have enough for 40 trillion packs of butter. We also have found diacetyl, which is used as a butter flavoring in foods. So we can have lots and lots of buttery cookies. In 2012, astronomers found the simple sugar glycoaldehyde in the Sun-like star 400 light years away. Typically, we use a sugar called sucrose, and this is far more complicated than the molecule we have found. But it is a sugar, so our cookies will be sweet. So far in stars, we have not found any proteins. Without this, our cookies would be flat. However, NASA scientists have found that it is easier to make proteins on the space station than it is on Earth due to the decrease in gravity. This means that stars may be making proteins, but our instruments are not sensitive enough to see them yet. Table salt has the chemical name of sodium chloride, and in 2019, researchers reported finding it on a large star in the Orion constellation. They have theorized that it is made from the collision of dust particles in the disk of dust and gas that surrounds the star. Now, carbohydrates are used as a binder and are really made up of complex sugars, proteins, and oils. Now, we have found some simple sugars and oils, but we have not found any proteins. That being said, researchers have found a chemical called acetaldehyde with radio telescopes. This is a molecule that gives fresh bread its distinctive smell and is found in fresh fruit. So there might be an alternative to the carbohydrates, but we haven't exactly found it yet. So are stars making cookies in space? Maybe. But we need some more sensitive telescopes to really answer the question. Thank you very much.